Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. My name is Bahamut, and I'm here with you in our game number 3, or I guess our match number 3 of our third best of 3 this evening. We are all over the place, but thank you all for joining me for this Division B West matchup between the members of sOaK eVeRy versus Phoenix Rising Onyx. And as I said before, but I might as well just keep repeating, go ahead and enter BarkBox in chat if you would like to be eligible for one. It is a box that is full of treats and toys for your dog, and it's just a really cool thing to give your dog once a month, and we're going to be raffling one off because why not share the love? But I'm sure you're not wondering about bar boxes, you're wondering about map bans, and let's go ahead and find out what we had here as SEL won the coin flip, opting for first pick priority. This is going to be Tomb of Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines banned out by them. Dragonshire and Alterac Pass are going to be banned out by the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx, and we'll be having them choose Volskaya Foundry as game number 1. Let's go ahead and get back into our draft and find out what we are going to be having here, as I'm a little bit late into this draft. We started with, these teams are also flying through because they're itching to get into these games, but we have a Lunara, Maiev ban on the left-hand side, ETC and Vala on the right. We have a Jaina Joan on the right-hand side going to be picked up with a Greymane, Garrosh, and Leoric going to be on the left. So this is going to be a bit of dive, some blow up, and some lockdown. Now Decker Kane will be banned out on the right because they just don't want to deal with his potential follow-up to all this lockdown. Also, the potions are really impactful on a map like this, so you can just kind of cycle back, grab a potion, get back into the fight. Realistically, on the side of sOaK eVeRy, I'd actually consider banning out the Rainer here just because it would pair into the Joanna Jaina combo, and that's just good sustained damage coming out from the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. Yay, Jazzy. I'm glad you like that, Swift. But yes, get that BarkBox in chat so you can try and get yourself one. They're actually going to skip the ban. Oh, I think they accidentally. Urel and Stukov will be picked up here on the right-hand side, so they're going to have their main support as well as their solo lane. They still can pick up some extra damage, and I think they're waiting to see what that's going to be. I still actually like the Rainer because you can still force back the Garrosh. Granted, they do have the Indomitable at level 4, so they could go ahead and potentially use the Indomitable and walk through the penetrating round, but even if you have that penetrating round, it's still a good way to keep the Garrosh back a little bit. Does capitalization matter? It does not. Oh, okay, no, Langaria's got that. Yeah, it's case insensitive. But just so you know, we are about to get into the last picks here, so it's gonna be Chromie rounding out the draft. And this is Phoenix Rising Onyx actually is a kind of a terrifying draft in my opinion. It is double mage, but I think it could work. I don't know. Ooh, who did you mean to ban? Sylvanas. Okay, well, there was an intended Sylvanas ban. They knew. Well, she banned. All right, everyone. I hope you're ready for this. Let's go ahead and roll our... Let's roll it and see what happens. Congratulations to Arrow! Arrow of the Storm has won the giveaway. I hope you enjoy your BarkBox. Congratulations, my friend. Please DM me in Discord and I will get to you either tonight or tomorrow. Congratulations, Zara. Seriously, that's awesome. That's awesome. Enjoy your BarkBox, my dude. All right, we can pull this away. And we can get ready for this Blue Team Zero Fear. The ban was an accidental. They meant to actually ban Sylvanas, which they didn't pick, so it's all good. Exactly, Brandflix. How's it going, bud? Good to see you. But yeah, Arrow, please just message me either tonight or tomorrow, whenever it's convenient for you, and I'll get that code over to you. It's sitting on my desk right over here, so I can type that in, and then but the only caveat is you have to send photos on Twitter or on Discord to me and or BarkBox, because I need to see what you got. I'm curious. Callie's jealous? Of course she is. Pog, Arrow, you butted? Arrow, are you butting?
Commence combat preparations.
I was away, sorry. Yeah, Arrow did win. Let's go ahead and get into our game here on the left-hand side. We got the members of sOaK eVeRy. Storges is going to be on the Greymane. Kid will be on the Garrosh. We have, I think, Dam on the Pause. Good, this gives me more time to read the names. Doubles and Philippic. All right. Goku Stukov. Oh, looks like we have a DC from one of the players here. Okay, they're already back. I'm gonna leave this up for a couple seconds. They started counting down from 99. I'm like, no, we're going. So as I was saying, we have the members of sOaK eVeRy LaNe on the left-hand side. Doubles will be on the Anduin, and to round out that team, it's going to be Philippic on the Leoric in the bottom lane. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. We're going to have Goku on the Chromie. We're going to have Sir Noble on the Joanna. Undead will be on the Urel. Kumura, I believe it is going to be on the Jaina, and we have Sailor Twift on the... Well, on the Stukov. Chromie going to get tossed right there, and First Blood going over to the side of sOaK eVeRy LaNe. But his toys are, Kappa loves his boxes so much. Am I botting? No, I screw him, I can't type. Oh. No, there's nothing wrong. Arrow's not doing anything they shouldn't. Tatsuki, I might have something for you, though. I don't know if you do subscription to stuff, but I might have a Super Chewer box thing for you. We also do have a free Super Chewer box that we might raffle off next week, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and get on into game number one of our final best of 3 series. Whew. Taking a little bit of a toll, but we're keeping our pace this evening. Yeah, Bandit's one of those dogs that will like rip one small hole in something and that's it. And then he just babies it. He just carries it around the house and he just sleeps on top of it. Like the parrot, I can look over there, has like a slight tear in the foot. The hedgehog has like a slight tear in some of the paws. Like it's establishing dominance. I'm not sure. We currently have them just rotating between top and mid, and this Kael'thas is going to be looking for as many regeneration globes as possible, as they did go into the Mana Addict at level 1. We talked earlier about how impactful that can be. Same thing with the Fingers of Frost for the Jaina. Both of those are really strong talents for our mages to start out on. But the one thing to note is that Kael'thas is uncapped, meaning it can go beyond the 20 stacks necessary to be able to get the arcane barrier, whereas the Jaina ones max out at 20, giving you the 10% frostbite damage as well as the 2-second mana regeneration, or the I always get this wording wrong. Increases Jaina's mana regeneration by 2 per second. There we go. Whew. Philippic in bottom lane is going to be going up against Undead, and this actually shouldn't be too big of a deal for this Leoric due to the fact that they do have some decent sustain with the Drain Hope right there. So one of those situations where this Urel might struggle a little bit, but she's also got her own self-sustain. We'll have to keep an eye on this one as the game does progress. But Control Point A is going to be opening up here in the next 20 seconds, and that's going to be where our first big brawl will be taking place. Chromie did also go into the, once again, the first time at level 1, so going to need to hit 40 heroes with that to get the extra Echo, so they can get some extra shots out with that one. And I'm just skimming through talents really quickly to see if there's anything massively of note. It doesn't really seem like it right now. Greymane did go into Eyes in the Dark. Dubal's in a bit of a rough spot. Gonna actually walk right in line with the Sandblast coming out from Chromie from that Deep Breath? No, that sounds wrong. Dragon's Eye, I think, is actually the right... Nope, I'm probably wrong on either way. That's going to be Leoric trying to get the Wraith Walk away before they drop their turret. They actually end up dropping the turret right there just to make sure that they won't die with that. I'm actually really curious because I keep forgetting this. Dragon's Breath. Okay, no, we got it right. It's one of those things that I was just like, it seems like it shouldn't be that because it's dumping sand, but hey, it's talents and names. Philippic's still gonna be in this bottom lane soaking up, and it's gonna be 7s up on both sides. I'm surprised they're not trying to step up onto this control point just yet, but I think it was also going to be a couple members needing to cycle back from the Hall of Storms. Callie loves her boxes, but we had to stop them. She nor destructive with the toys, and we just had too many toys after a year. We also wasn't able to... Yeah, I actually give 1 bag of treats to my neighbor, and then I give... I started cycling toys and giving them to my neighbor's dog because he actually destroys them, and so that usually ends up helping quite a bit. Goku taking a lot of damage right there is going to be able to get back. Greymane not able to find the kill onto them. Chastise goes out, but I think the Joanna popped the Iron Skin just in time as the control point goes to 99%, but this will be given back over to the side of sOaK eVeRy LaNe. Phoenix Rising Onyx going to be just cycling back, grabbing some items, soaking up some lanes, and then re-engaging over this next Or I guess still still the same control point, but they're kind of just setting up for this next one just to make sure that they've got all the items, and they also got themselves a lot. They have all their cooldowns off. Well, cooldown. We also do have the slowing sands coming out from the Chromie. Gonna be able to zone with that one fairly effectively because they don't want to be going into any sort. It doesn't look like actually, they don't really have anything to deal with Temporal Loop outside of Holy Word Salvation, but either way, let's go ahead and see what happens here as Kid's taking quite a bit of damage. Flippic is going to be a little bit low as well. sOaK going to be throwing out the Fetid Touch. That's going to be a great Righteous Hammer from Urel, forcing the enemy team into the friendly team. Lior gets the toss onto Kael'thas. They end up still going down, and they find a kill onto Garrosh. That's 3 for none in favor for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx as they immediately jump into the Triglav Protector with Chromie. Sir Noble going to be jumping in there as well. They're going to be opening up this mid lane, I think, and then probably rotating into top. Actually, no, just going to be going straight into top lane to get that pressure already pushed up in their favor. Never had a park box, 3 pups to get excited. Heck yeah, dude. I hope they enjoy it. If you have 3 pups, you are going to have more than enough treats. Because like the treats that I give Bandit whenever you guys, give 500 Bandit bucks, every month is different, but like I get 2 bags of those and I have to give one of the bags to my neighbors. So if you got 3 pups, I think you're going to be perfect for a solid month right there. But now we have 10 talent here coming out in favor for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx, and they also do have the entire top lane opening up in their favor. This is going to be both sides actually hitting it as they grab this on the left-hand side as well, but this will be top lane fort down, and that's really, really good for them. This is going to be our next Triglav Protector, should be up at 8 minutes 45, 9 minutes area. I believe it's 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. I always forget which one it is. I think it's 3 minutes with the announcement, 2.5 minutes to the announcement, if that tracks in any way, shape, or form. Oh, okay, there's just questions about things in game. Either way, let's see here. Massive shove from the sOaK off to force back Lior, who was stepping up a little bit onto them. Chromie's still pushing out that top lane, making sure that's going to be in their favor. Also to note, they did get the fort down, so that's going to be periodic catapult pressure as well as that passive experience gain. Speaking of passive experience, as well as let's look at some of the damage, damage, siege, healing, as well as our, oh my god, hold on, the Art Defender going to be coming out. It's going to be the slowing sands, as well as a lurking up underneath it. Light Bomb going to be used right there, but slowing sands just going to be zoning people back. I think there was a question about this. Yeah, it's Chromie's, there was like a, kind of like a Neo event, not a Neo, like I can't think of the right word for it because we're in the middle of a cast, but sOaK goes down right there. Greymane to be picked off, and the Garrosh as well. So 1 for 2, as actually it's going to be 3 for 1, and now they chase in further. They end up getting the biotic emitter as well. Doubles, oh, that's a very good route from Ando, and that Chastise slowing them down, but unfortunately they will be able to get the Ice Lance to the back, and they find another kill in their favor. There was like a steampunk event. No, not so much steampunk. It was like cyberpunk. There we go. I could not think of the word cyberpunk, but that was what kind of like, that's why we have this because I had one of my friends was looking at this. They're like, really? They're like, oh man, there's a new Chromie skin in the game, because like him and I will like hang out in AI and I'll do dailies or do some of the event stuff, or literally just learn heroes' abilities where I can sit there and just read talents and not have to worry about someone just flaming me for reading talents. But he thought like in the AI games where they actually usually put some of the skins and kind of test them there, he thought this was a new skin coming into the game. And I was all excited until I saw it. I was like, no, unfortunately that was from the cyberpunk event. But either way, I was about to pop hots and play sOaK off. Nice. Nice. 4 for 1, that's a nice trade. Yeah. Alrighty, what are we looking at when it comes to quests? We do have Jaina finishing out the Fingers of Frost already. Fetid Touch at level 1 for the sOaK is going to be at the 16 out of the 30 stacks. Kael'thas almost done with the baseline portion of the Mana Addict at level 1, so that's going to give them the Arcane Barrier availability. They don't get that until they actually finish those out, and it's also uncapped, but that's going to be a big old burst onto Greymane. Philippic is going to be in a bit of a rough spot. That's going to be a wonderful Righteous Hammer as they get forced back, and that's going to be 2 kills in favor for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx as they put the pressure on. Now rotating into top lane, as I said, right about the 9 minute. So it's 3 minutes to it being fully opened, because I believe it went down.
Secure it to activate the protector.
No, it was 2 minutes 30 because it went down at 6 minutes 45. Okay. Sorry, we're learning these little things just so we can make those games better for all of you. I have a Border Collie mix, and the only toy I found that lasts more than 3 days is an elk antler. He destroys everything else in seconds, and that's his mission. Well, yeah, he's Border Collie. Bandit's part Border Collie as well, but he gets, he's also part lab, so I think he, honest to God, he wants to, like, sit there and just, like, destroy something like that, but he ends up just getting bored and just goes like, all right, cool, like, it's not being destroyed quick enough, but that's going to be a wonderful Entomb to set this up. They end up getting the trade into Leoric for the Jaina, so it's a 1-for-1 in that right. It gives them a little bit more experience on the side of sOaK every lane, but at the same time, we have to point out the fact that it's a 1-for-1 kill. They can still step up into this, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Leoric can respawn on the map, and so that will buy them a little bit of time. Also, Jaina is going to be a little bit longer of a death timer than Leoric is. Leoric can cheat death. I was like, how did Leoric get a shorter death timer? It's because he can cheat death by using the Drain Hope in his ghost form, but that's going to be the toss going out from the Garrosh, as there's going to be a wonderful lurking arm from Stukov. Massive shove going to be forcing back the Leoric as they did respawn right next to them. Undead going to be having to cycle out as well, and Flippic is trying to use the Wraithwalk, I believe it is. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that ominous Wraith. Excuse me. God. 2 weeks in a row we did that. Or not even 2 weeks, but I did it earlier. I did it at some point last week, and someone got mad at me. Someone in chat was just like, it's not Wraithwalk. Or it's not Ominous Wrath, it's Ominous Wraith. And it's like, all right, I get it. I'm sorry. I misspoke. It happens when I cast. Also, poorly plays, that Super Chewer thing might be an option for your Border Collie then. Because I think that's like, the Super Chewer stuff is supposed to be made for like dogs that want to literally rip things apart, but they shouldn't be able to? I don't know. We'll see. As I said, we'll raffle that off next week, but I do have codes if you do actually want to end up subscribing fully, because that's part of those codes. Anyways, Flippic is going to be using the Ominous Wrath. Entomb's going to be coming out, and that's going to be a lurking arm underneath that they tried to make a play happen. Unfortunately, it isn't going to work out for them, as Phoenix Rising Onyx is going to be looking to push in further through this top lane. It's going to be Urel jumping over the wall as well. They force back the enemy team. 16 talents here will be up and in favor for Phoenix Rising Onyx, and this is typically what you see when you have a team really, really far ahead. They just keep rolling in, and through top lane is very, very smart from them due to the fact that even if they don't win this and they don't take down this core, it still means that they will have consistent catapult pressure coming through top lane, and they can play control point B so aggressive. Really nice use of the Wraithwalk to be able to get the light bomb on top of so many members. They end up losing 3 right there. That's going to be the Righteous Hammer to force them back, and they have that Divine Steed to get mounted and get out of there. So only losing 3, but they get 21% off the enemy core, and hey, it gets you a little bit of an advance. But the other thing to note too, as I said, constant catapult pressure due to the fact that the keep was taken away. Woo. All right, let's see here. Royal Focus going to be picked up. We do have Ignite as well from the Kael'thas. Shifting Sands as well as Gnome Speed ahead. It's Wraith. It's Wraith. Wraith? I can almost hear the wink between ominous. That was insane. I had to check it out. What's it called? Super Chewers. I believe, yeah, the Super Chewer. I think that's what it's called. Sorry, I was looking. I have the little tabs next to my speaker. I was just looking at this right now. The catapult actually doing God's work, helping out that top lane. That defense. 3 people just insta died. Seriously, that Wraithwalk into the. Oh my god, the Warlord's challenge to pull them closer, but Sir Noble should be able to make it out. They should have Iron Skin still. Nice use of the Blessed Shield to force them back. Flippic is going to be trying to get the Entomb. Iron Skin going to be used. Chromie's going to be trying to turn this around and try and get the burst damage into the Leoric. That's going to be some healing out from the Entomb with that Flash Heal as well. Undead dives forward, but they end up using the Righteous Hammer just to push them away. This mid lane siege is still taking place, and Garrosh is going to be down, so they don't need to be threatened by any sort of toss potential or Warlord's challenge. Seems like, though, they'll take advantage of the moment and utilize this time to go ahead and grab themselves a biotic emitter. While this is happening, we can go ahead and cycle through once again all of the questing talents. Just of note really quickly, Jaina was only like 3,000, no, maybe a little bit further, but she didn't have much further or much more to go on her Ice Block or her Frostbite baseline. So that is something she'll be having up and available soon, so she can kind of mitigate some damage, jump, or maybe even some dive onto her and buy some time for the friendly team to get some value on it. Super Cheer on it. Yeah. I hope it's good for your Border Collie. Because that's the hardest thing, is just to find toys for your dog sometime. Like, Bandit doesn't like the stuff that you just can't, like, slightly rip apart, but he doesn't like the stuff that you can just absolutely destroy. Dogs are picky. But Leorc, yeah, that light bomb from Leorc, I have not seen that yet, and I really liked it. Using the Wraithwalk to be able to get the light bomb setup was pretty cool, and then they just threw so much damage from the Kael'thas as well onto all of them, and then Greymane was just shredding in. But either way, Control Point C is going to unlock in the next 3 seconds. Teams are kind of shifting around, looking what they're going to be trying to play here. Also, 20 talent tiers right around the corner for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. See if they're going to be able to grab that right there. Joanna, more damage than Jaina? Monka? Really? I didn't see that. Hold on. What? 33? It might have been at that moment. It might have been at that moment, because right now we're looking at a solid 4,000 difference. How did the Bark Box raffle go? It went very well. Arrow of the Storm won themselves a little Bark Box, so we'll be sending that over to them. She can protect and also attack. Yeah. Interesting Entomb. Interesting Entomb, yeah, very interesting Entomb. Sorry, the wordplay is getting me, and chat, you're the best, so we need to focus in on the game right here. As that's top lane fort going down, but they're trading out their front gate of their keep right now, and this is also Triglav Protector being slowly charged up against them. They need to make a choice here. They are going to grab this camp on the right-hand side, but a lot of them are hearthing back as their bottom lane keep is just being shredded. I mean, they get the camp on the right-hand side, but that's a keep that just went down, and I think a fort as well. And then Joanna's gonna be like, cool, back off, jump in the Triglav Protection, let's go end the game. That's Chromie, not Jaina. Broadcaster, please. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and, wait, what? No. Heroic damage right there. Jaina wasn't even near 30,000. It was like, it wasn't even near 29,000. No, it was the Joanna and the Chromie. I was looking at the right one. Lorelai, get out of here. I didn't know Onyx could win without Lunara. Wow, Yanners. Wow. Free keep plus protector? Yeah. That's a bit of an interesting choice right there, but yeah, that was an odd one for the top lane pressure, but this is going to be core attempt number 2 coming out from the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx as they lose their they're going to be losing their Chromie, but that is going to be core falling. And that will be game number 1 going over to the side of Phoenix Rising Ruby. GG. Well played. Jaina has more. Oh, sorry, Jaina. I'm sorry. I misread because of dyslexia. My apologies. I was just like, what do you mean, Chromie? My apologies. Sorry. I misread chat midway through the game. Sorry about that. Either way, yeah, 33,000 from the Joanna, 31,000 from the Jaina. What just happened? Did that just happen? Sorry, everyone. We've been going for 4 hours straight, and it's going to start to show a little bit here. But that's going to be game number 1, going over to the members of Phoenix Rising Ruby. Let's go ahead and jump over to Duocast and update our team scores. That's all correct. All right. Well, let's find out what they want to do here. Crap. Who's the captain on what side? I think it's this one. Urel also a ton of damage, yeah. All right. So we have first pick for that team, and then let's find out what map. Show talents as well while we're getting ready for this. I just fizzed. Decent Urel play. I approve of your gameplay. Undead 752 - Urel God. Yeah. Alrighty, back to Bandit and I as we, oh, we actually have an invite to a custom game. Okay. Sorry, I have to do one thing really quickly. That's okay, that's good. Alright, so we know everything. Let's go ahead and, give him a Twitch link, and, we will go ahead and update our information and get going into this next game. Thank you all once again for hanging out. By the way, if, as I was saying, like, I have these Super Chewer box thingies, these little codes, but as I was saying, you have to sign up for 6 or 12 months, so you get 1 month free out of that. So if the Super Chewer is your jam, let me know, because then I can at least get you 1 box for free, and it benefits Bandit as well. Run it back, SEL? I mean, if... It'd be the standard almost if we got a game number 3. Also, really quickly, American Boutine, thank you so much for the follow during that game. I apologize for missing that one there. It's been a wild night. Let's see a game 3. I think we can see a game 3 here. I think it's possible. But we are here. We are ready to go. We just got to have them push the button, and then we'll go ahead and get into game number 2 here in just a second. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. As always, and I'm sure you're sick of me talking about it, but we got to keep talking about it because we got to spread the word. We are working towards that Twitch partner. The big thing is just keeping our average viewership over 75. So by you lurking, hanging out, chatting, whatever, just being here really, really helps work towards that goal. The massive factor for me is I don't care about making money off of my casting. I mostly care about putting on a good show, and the major factor that I honest to God care about the most is transcoding. That allows me to reach a bigger audience, and it means that my stream won't be limited on some nights rather than, well, sometimes that you see. But either way, we got a draft. Let's go ahead and jump on into that. Welcome back to our match number 3. We're currently getting into game number 2. We have sOaK every lane on the left-hand side and Phoenix Rising Onyx on the right. This is going to be a Division B West matchup, and if you're wondering how we got to Cursed Hollow, I got you covered, friends. Home team this evening is going to be sOaK every lane. They won the coin flip, opting for first pick priority in game number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines will be banned up by them. Dragonshire and Alterac Pass will be banned up by the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. Well, Sky Foundry was the first map chosen by them and won. The members of sOaK every lane could either choose map pick or first pick priority. They're going to opt for first pick for game 2, meaning that map pick goes over to the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx, and they have decided to take us to Cursed Hollow. Let's go ahead and get back into this Phoenix Rising versus sOaK every lane game, and we'll see what happens. Super Chewer might be my jam. Poorly plays, feel free to reach out to me. I have codes. I'd be more than happy to share one with you. Yo, Skig, what's going on, bud? War is looking with that popcorn? All right. Let's see what we get here for game number 2. Let's see how the members of sOaK every lane will potentially take us to a game 3. I don't want to... that sounded a little one-sided, but either way, let's see if they can do it. Jaina, Garrosh on the right-hand side to be picked up. We have a ban onto ETC and Vala from them. Lunara and Joanna going to be banned on the left-hand side, but they go for the Dahaka pickup immediately. That's going to give them some global pressure. They could go into the double global, picking up a Falstad, which gives them a little bit of boss control and poke potential, but Falstad's kind of on that lower end due to the fact that you have things like Hanzo or even Junkrat for poke potential. So they're going to be looking at the Junkrat because if they want displacement, I think Junkrat's going to offer up a little bit more for them, and it actually might pair into the Dahaka pretty well. You get the tongue drag and then you use the concussion mine to follow up, or you concussion mine then tongue drag into them. And you also have the lockdown from Anduin to follow up. So this is going to be chain CC going out onto a single player. Excuse me, from sOaK every lane. Now, I'm trying to think of all the tanks really quickly. Diablo's actually a really good choice to ban out right now. I was trying to look at everything really quickly after we caught up, but yeah, that's a smart choice to be banning out. Getting rid of that Diablo means that they don't have a hard engage, and that Junkrat and Dahaka won't be able to kind of follow up into that. Won our game tonight, not casted, but felt good. Nice. I hope the games were an absolute blast. That Lunara disrespect. I mean, they banned it out in the previous series too, or in the previous map too. Stukov was the ban from the opposing side, but it's going to be a Thrall and Lucio on the side of Phoenix Rising Onyx. So they're going to have a decent front line here. Jaina is going to bring some is going to bring some burst to the friendly team. Lucio is going to be able to drop that beat, and they're going to need some extra damage. I wonder what they go into. They actually made the double mage work in the last game. Dahaka, Anduin, Junkrat. They need a main tank still. Tyrael could dive if they really want to dive, or Muradin.
Victory for the Forsaken.
I'm just letting them know that Mecha Murden I think is still banned, so just making sure that they don't that isn't an issue as we get into this game. But they were like, who cares? I was like, NGS? I don't know. I hope your stream has been good, my dude. It's been an absolute blast. We've had a good night. We raffled off a bark box, and hopefully Arrow gets to enjoy that. I told him that there's one caveat that he has to post a bunch of photos when he gets it, so we all get to see how happy his puppies are. I really enjoy playing Li Ming on this map. Angus, I think that's actually a good point. We didn't talk about the fact that they could have gone into a Li Ming for reset potential, but at the same time, I think the Sylvanas with the push potential might be a little bit better for them. I like this overall. I also realized that both these teams almost have all the identical matching Diva Angel portraits, but regardless, we're here. Cursed Hollow, game number 2. Let's go ahead and see who wins on our second map. On the left-hand side, we got the members of sOaK Every Lane trying to take us to a game number 3. Sturgis is going to be on the Kael'thas. Dam is going to be on the Junkrat. Kid will be on the Murden. Philippic is going to be on the Dahaka, and Doubal's on the Anduin. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. We're going to have Goku on the Jaina. We've got Sir Noble on that Garrosh. Kumar is going to be on the Sylvanas. Undead will be on the Thrall, and we have Sailor Twift going to be on the Lucio. Let's go ahead and see what we get for mid lane, and let's see what we get for our first engagement, because it looks like everyone's going to be crashing in. Good draft from Phoenix Rising Onyx. Ah, yes, Pro. I was just like, wait a minute. It's because we had Phoenix Rising Ruby earlier. I was like, PRO? Who? Yeah, no, Phoenix Rising Onyx. That makes sense. Also, I just fizzed. How you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Alrighty. Let's see here. Dahaka gonna neander into bottom lane, which makes sense because you want to try and stay into mid. Oh, Sir Noble on the far side of that gate will be going down. That's going to be first blood in favor for the members of sOaK Every Lane. Now, the reason you're seeing Dahaka in this bottom lane is due to the fact that they are the global player for the members of sOaK Every Lane. So this hero going to be able to brushstroke in as necessary. There's actually a really good flank position in this bush over here, or you could be looking down in this lower half if you are trying to chase into the enemy team. Or if you just want to join to the friendly side, you've got a lot of good options. This is actually a wonderful map for Dahaka because of the fact that you do have so many bushes to get the speed boost value, 1, and then 2, be able to, you don't have to use brush stock constantly, so you can actually just rotate through lanes a little bit more effectively, as Jane is actually going to be going down in the top lane. Looks like they're just kind of rotating around and just forcing some bad moments from a couple of these players and gonna find themselves 2 kills, and it's also gonna yield a little bit of experience very early into this game. Can actually take a peek at that right now just to get an idea of how that's pushing them up a little bit further ahead by about, well, 700, as you're kind of seeing that is a bit of the difference. We're looking a little bit more so now, but you all get the point. As I accidentally click on Dahaka, whoopsie. Let's go ahead and get rid of that right there. Okay, I thought I was still, sorry, I thought it was like, there's sometimes the UI does this weird thing where it locks onto them. You can still move the camera, but only to a certain amount. Like, it will just kind of like hit like an imaginary wall. So it's like when you're playing Abathur, where it kind of like always recenters on the hero. It's kind of like that. So I just want to make sure it wasn't going to be broken, as we are getting set up for our first objective in the next minute or so. You have to take off. Thanks for the cast and the stream. Thank you for coming by, Jazzy. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you and your friends have an absolute blast, and good luck to Scott tomorrow, I believe, for his driver's test, or on Thursday, whichever day he has it. Good luck to him. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for the lurk. You have a wonderful night. Bottom lane is going to be having currently see, I knew something messed up here. The vision's going to be all jacked up. There we go. I was just like, something's not right. Yeah, it's the vision. We fixed that right there, as we do get our first objective being announced right now. We do have Sir Noble setting up behind a couple of these players. Maybe, Sailor Twift just trying to bait him into this wall right here, or into the bush, trying to get the toss. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to take the bait. Also, these are 2 heroes that also do have really good repositional factors on their own. Concussion Mine from the Junkrat, or the Dwarf Toss from the Murden. But now, Sylvana's going to clear out the top lane a little bit here. Dahaka can brush talk at any point. And the Thrall is just going to stay down there to make sure that they're not going to get much value. There's going to be the Steel Trap just eaten by the Junkrat. Actually, we have not the Junkrat, by the Lucios. They get the toss on the Kid. That's going to be the Leap of Faith to save them right there. We're all over the place with talents right now and hero names. This is actually going to be Boom Pow from the Junkrat, so I think they're just looking to maximize their displacement. That's a whole lot of damage being spread around. Kid taking quite a bit, does end up going down. The chain bomb not spreading around enough, and that's going to be a kill coming out from the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. Now, I always like to show this because they got 2 kills earlier, and they just got 1 kill a little bit later into the game, and we can actually show right now that deficit between the two, not much for basically 3 minutes, no, probably like 2.5 minutes or so of a difference when it comes to experience just because of the scaling and everything. We'll take a look at some of the talents in just a second here, as that was like a max range tongue drag from dahaka. Unfortunately, there's not going to be able to follow up much outside of a couple autos. Sailor Twift will be scouting out this camp over here. Sir Noble going to be rotating in as well. Gets the toss onto Kid. I think they're just trying to leash the camp right now so they're not able to get this and just disrupt them. And this is going to work out pretty good. I don't know. I don't think they use Brush Talk right there. I think they actually just rotated up. Actually, no. Brush Talk is on a 60-some second cooldown. They were looking for that chase because it's 75 seconds overall. Jaina is showing in top lane as well. This is a bit of a not a nuisance, but this is a bit of a rough spot to be in because now they have to delay out until she can rotate down, or they need to find a kill to displace the entire enemy team, because that's a far rotation for Jaina to make. Philippic is going to be going down. That's exactly what they need. Doubles is going for the channel. Unfortunately, they need to back off. There's also going to be that steel trap zoning a couple members back. They did go into the sticky wicket at level 7, allowing to have the 2-second silence. That was changed a little bit ago. It went from 2.5 to 2, which honest to God, that 0.5 seconds made a massive difference, but that's going to be the reverse amp from Sailor Twift as well, just to help boost it up for the friendly members. And now Jaina still in top lane. I think she was trying to force the engagement from the enemy team. They were trying to trick them, not even trick so much, but just trying to force them into taking a fight while they were down, and somehow, some way, they turned around and still get the tribute point in their favor. Is this a game, is this game making a comeback?
Shall we see who gathers?
It's possible, Nate Boss. Thanks for coming by, bud. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I mean, we could, like, 10 talents here could change everything. But Sir Noble stepping up. This looks like there's a potential for a curse in favor for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. Oh, if this dahaka gets caught out of position, this is going to be a bit of a rough go. They use the burrow. There should be a toss from Sir Noble as well. Goes ahead and gets another stack on that Warbreaker, just forcing them back. Sylvanas going to be rotating up. Thrall doing the same. Junkrat not too far behind. We do have 10 talent here picked up by our red team. Sailor Twift is trying to get in here, does get the interrupt right there, but did they step too far forward? Chastise connects onto them. Do they have a break it down just in time? It's going to be used right there as they kite the entire team away over here. That's going to be the Ring of Frost coming out from the Jaina. I don't think it connected onto anyone impactful. Sailor Twift is somehow wall riding, tries to get over the wall, ends up going down. They're all trying to get some chain lightning onto a couple players. A Sunray coming out from them. Jaina gets the snipe onto the dahaka. Garish ends up going down. Doubles is so very low. Thrall ends up hitting him in the back with the hammer. This is absolute back and forth. This kid is going to be able to get out alive, but Goku is going to be interrupted once, twice. Does the blow up from the... Yeah. So they delay this out a little bit, but this kind of benefits both teams. You have a couple members coming back from death, but you also have the same thing on the opposing side. Curse comes through. Bottom lane actually is really, really well stacked out for this, and this is going to be burning through. Luckily, they have their dahaka to be able to clear this out really quickly. This will also find them 10 talent tier. Meanwhile, in mid lane, this is going to be Sylvanas and Thrall looking to siege into this, but this is a little risky. There's a gravity lapse. There's a lot of big burst, and that's going to be Thrall going down. Riptire was even used, not even necessary. Dahaka, that's an interesting path you chose there. Blue Blaze, thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that, friend. Not at all. Grim, how you doing, friend? Thanks for coming by. All right, let's see. Bottom lane, we currently have Philippic in a bit of a rough spot as the push-off comes through, and that's going to be bottom lane for it, definitely going down. Sylvanas will be in mid lane, trying to put some pressure in here, but this Junkrat will force them back a bit. Currently, though, as noted, bottom lane fort going to go down. Jaina is in top lane. I don't think they're going to get much in this top. Maybe once they see a couple members pop up in mid, they might try and force it. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, the Ice Lands doesn't connect. The Blizzard goes in the wrong direction. Chastise, this is all over the place. They try their best. Look at Kid, though. Look at Kid. On the lower half of your screen, they're going to come through. Ooh, the Stormbolt will connect. Oh, the sidestep of the Stormbolt. Goku now going to Neander down this way. Chastise connects. There's going to be a Frostwolf from Thrall as well. Doubles is going to get dove on a little bit. Sailor Twift coming in here. That's going to be the Sundering out from Thrall as well. Sailor Twift chasing in to make sure Goku gets the healing as necessary. They're going to turn this around as Kid is in a bit of a rough spot. Philippic is also going to be up here as well. Brush Stock up. The Haymaker from the Murden to force them towards the enemy team. Light Bomb going to be coming out. Break it down just in time. Unfortunately, Thrall will be going down as they stood still for way too long. Jaina going to get picked off as well. Riptire coming on through. That's going to get a little bit of damage onto actually really good repositioning, but they do have the Haunting Wave. Speed boost coming out from Lucio. That's going to be the Stormbolt not connecting. Garrosh takes a bit of a different path and makes that alive. That's going to be 2 for none in favor for the members of sOaK every lane. This game looks like it could go either way. That's how I'm feeling about it. I think we go to a game 3 team. I definitely think we have an opportunity for game 3. Chastise, that was a really good sidestep from Sir Noble as well. They eat the Chastise and they don't take the concussion mine, which might have been their undoing, as they would have been thrown into the back lane of the enemy team. Dahaka is pushing up top lane, making sure they're getting as much value from there. Bottom lane does have a catapult, so it's going to be slowly winning out down there. They have to send a couple members to deal with that one, but right now they want to get a camp for mid lane pressure. We did have a little bit of time before or after our curse phase right there, but we shouldn't be too far off from the announcement from our next objective phase, which is going to be popping up in the bottom center of the map. There are 6 places it can pop up: the bottom center, bottom left, bottom right, and then same thing on the top lane is, you know, center, top, left, or center, left, and right. So you got 6 places, and it usually doesn't double up. So if it pops up in center bottom, it will not pop up in center top. And so you can kind of predict these. Now, granted, they go through 3. There's 3 per cycle, I guess you could say. So once the 3rd one goes, it randomizes again. Now, Philippic is staying in this top lane way too long. They missed where the enemy team was. They used the burrow for a couple seconds. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to make it out alive, and that will be kill going over in favor for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. And I think they're fine with giving over this one tribute to be able to grab boss, and then they might be able to actually make double boss play, be able to grab this, force the enemy team to rotate to top, and then make a boss play. But they themselves are going to go ahead and grab this on the left-hand side. The question is, will they be able to rotate down here and potentially invade and steal this away, or will they just go for the mid lane clear? That's the big question I have. Yeah, Jace is saying the same thing. Jace is saying that it looks like it could go either way. They're actually going to back off of boss here. There's a trap in this bush as well. That's going to be the Dahaka with the brush stock in. Tries to get the tongue drag, doesn't connect. Isolation connects onto the Garrosh, and that's going to be no break it down in time from Sailor Twift as they have the gravity lapse hit them right there. There's going to be a Riptire out from the Junkrat as well. This fight is a bit split as Sailor Twift needs to get out of here. There's going to be the Riptire from Junkrat, and I think they should be able to get their way out. Meanwhile, over on the right-hand side, they actually only lose 2, or excuse me, only lose 1 right there. That's a pretty big win, in my opinion, when it comes to Phoenix Rising Onyx, but still, a bit of a driver's seat for sOaK every lane in this later half. Meanwhile, in top lane, boss did go through the fort. There was a wave behind that as well. Siege Giants will be managed by the minion wave. This is going to work out pretty well for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. Unfortunately, there's this boss knocking on the keep front gate. It will go down, but it probably will take down the majority, if not all of the gate. And now, they're going to try and delay this out until Garrosh is back up. They don't have too far to travel, as this is on the right-hand side of the map. And now our 3rd one should actually be on the bottom left, if I'm not mistaken. No 16 talents here on either side. Chastise is going to connect, and let's actually pull away the talents for a couple seconds here just to see what happens. I think they're just going to have to give this over because Dahaka is still clearing out in bottom lane. While we're waiting for them to hit their 16s, let's go ahead and cycle through some of the other numbers once again, get an idea of what the experience damage and heroic, or excuse me, the healing has looked like thus far. And then once we finish this, we should be looking at 16s on both sides. Kael'thas to rotate to top to make sure they clear this out and get as much pressure mitigated from there. But they see that Kael'thas on top, so they're going to try and push into mid a little bit harder, open this up for themselves. The Sir Noble does pop the Indomitable. I think they got hit by a Stormbolt from the Muradin, but it obviously doesn't matter because, well, Indomitable. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Philippic is going to be clearing this out, but I think there's a rotation coming in to try and kill them. Look at this Garrosh taking the far rotation. Sailor Twift coming in over here as well. So they should have there's the burrow, but this is going to be the entire team down here trying to defend against this. They end up having Thrall getting hit with the Chastise. Sailor Twift is going to get the speed boost out of there. Riptire out from the Junkrat, and I don't think they actually will be able to chase this. Yeah, they tried to. They actually end up just clearing the minion wave with that right there. Woo. Good redditing. Let's see, we're 1 up on both sides. Thrall's showing in mid. Looks like they're going to try. This is the game of ganks, honest to God. Doesn't dodge the Stormbolt. Doubles has the Chastise. Haymaker actually might have saved them right there. Chain Lightning is going to get a little bit of healing. The rest of the friendly team is actually going to be flanking into this, as Thrall is actually going to be able to neander away. They do have the Sunder up and available. Lucio actually to be picked off to the Muradin. Completely missing that right there. And it looks like I think they have to give this over. This is honest to God, this is going to come down. It's going to come down to the wire for this one, I think. I know there's more structures available in favor for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx, but these late game fights and these late game ganks have been slowly whittling them down. I mean, it's 9 to 6, excuse me, it's 6 to 9 in kills if we're reading from Phoenix Onyx to sOaK every lane, because we got a meme when we can. Let's also, I'm curious really quickly, I just wanted to look at something because I didn't look at it beforehand. Dear Lord, Thrall with 30,000 heroic damage. Whew. This is an aggressive invade. Muradin jumps over the wall and finds an entire enemy team. That's going to be a Warlord's challenge. That's going to be a leap of faith to save them. Sir Noble's trying to chase this. dahaka does have the tunneling claws, and they're trying to make it to the safe side. It's going to be a toss coming out from onto them. Philippic is in a bit of a rough spot as the light bomb goes out as well. Wailing arrow coming out from Sylvanas. There's going to be a Riptire from the Junkrat. There's going to be Philippic so very low, gets picked off. That's going to be the toss onto the Sylvanas, who doesn't make it out, or the break it down doesn't make it there in time. Ring of Frost actually connects the toe of Muradin right there, but this is Undead taking way too much damage, needs to use the Wind Fury. Oh, they end up turning around because they realize there's a Kael'thas with a whole lot of damage for them right around that corner. Tosses one. This chain bomb value getting, well, value here, but they're going to have to break off, and they end up finding 3 kills, and the curse potential will be mitigated for now because the enemy team will not be able to step up with just the Junkrat and the Muradin. They could look to poke at this a little bit, but I think it's mostly just going to be kind of regroup, get ready, and set up for another defense because right now they're going to be applying more pressure into these lanes. Question do I have is, are they going to go for the boss here? They don't have a whole lot of damage, but they got a decent amount of time to try and make this happen. Seems like not the case. They're going to go ahead and grab themselves a bruiser camp for mid lane. This game, honestly, chat, this is a wild one. Junkrat gets a nice concussion mine over that way. And we'll go ahead and reset in a sense. So back and forth, I'm having such a good time. So but, I'm having such a good time. All right, hold on. Sorry, this needs to go into... Sorry, I just need to copy that so that way I can post it later in the Best of Butt Spot channel, because we do have one of those in Discord where we've been posting all of the Best of Butt Bot, because it's there's some good ones in there, I'm not gonna lie. 18's up on both sides, 10-9 in kills. Let's actually pull away the talent so we can see the entire screen. Toss goes out onto Muradin. Warlord's challenge gonna be there as well. That's gonna be Wailing Arrow to follow up. Sailor Twift is gonna back off. Goku taking a lot of damage. Chain Bomb getting some value. Muradin jumps in with the Light Bomb on top of them. That's a whole lot of damage onto Jaina. They end up getting the pick right there. That's going to be Thrall getting picked up as well. Indomitable will be used by the Garrosh. Sir Noble's trying to make their way out. Concussion Mine actually saves them right there, as there's something golden chasing after them, but it doesn't even matter as they end up getting the kill regardless. Kid chases in and ends up getting killed themselves, but the curse does go through in favor for the members of sOaK Every Lane. Butt Spot Hall of Fame. You okay there, Bandit? Sorry, he just made a weird noise. All right. Oh, Best of Butt Spot got it already? Oh no, it didn't. Top lane fort going to be going down. Mid lane fort should be going down as well. Bottom lane, savable. Sylvanas seems to be going down there to manage that. Lucio in mid lane to heckle a little bit. We're about 20s up on both sides. Once again, let's cycle through some of the numbers. We'll be able to pop and look at the 20s for both these teams after we look at all those numbers. But right now, Kael'thas and dahaka pushing up this top lane, making sure that they're getting as much value as possible from this curse phase, trying to open up the lanes. But if they stay a little bit too long, could be their undoing. They should have the tunneling claws, so they at least don't get hit by that. Gravity Lapse comes through from the Kael'thas. Yeah, they don't get that chase right there, but they still force them back, only losing their keep front gate. Mid lane's going to be managed pretty well, and bottom lane, as I noted, was pushed back by the Sylvanas. So I'd say overall a pretty good curse phase for the members of sOaK Every Lane, but it's not going to be a massive win from them, as we are going to be seeing 20 talent here picked up from both sides. And we'll get a peek at that in just a minute. We'll go ahead and look at some other numbers really quickly, and then we'll go ahead and jump over to the talents. I just wanted to look and see what we get here for the healing as well, but look at this. This is going to be tunneling claws coming in from the dahaka. Kael'thas very far away from this. They need some sort of zone potential. That's going to be the toss out right there. Sundering comes out as well. Kid jumps in with the light bomb. Boss will be picked up, but that's going to be a whole lot of damage on the Thrall, who ends up going down. Break it down was used, but I don't think they actually got the value they're looking for from it. That's going to be the dahaka going down. Goku's so very low. They need to kill that Riptire before it actually end up using the blink to get over the wall over there, but this is going to be Garrosh in a bit of a rough spot. Lucio, can you make it out? No. And they end up getting 3 kills to the 1 of dahaka, and now Boss in top lane is going to be pushing in. They also do have Siege Giants in bottom, so while they do win out in that factor, they do have to back off to manage their lanes. So it is a bit of a... I'm trying to think of the word for it, but it's a win in a sense, but it means now they're going to have to still back off and clear out the waves. Ooh. Interrupt and Sound Barrier was golden. Without it, this fight would have gone the other way. Yeah, the interrupts on Sound Barrier have actually been consistently good throughout this night. They've actually interrupted quite a few, but this will be the upgrade onto the Break It Down from, or excuse me, Sound Barrier from the Lucio. Looking through 20 talents as well, just from both sides. Flamethrower for the Kael'thas. Contagion for the Dahaka, so it's going to be a splash damage from that one.
Has destroyed a fort.
And top lane keep goes down to the boss. Means consistent catapult pressure coming from the side of Phoenix Rising Onyx. This is a boss play over on our left-hand side. Garrosh and Lucio just came back up. Either they have to make this decision now. Yeah, no, they're going to grab their own camp. It's 18 seconds away. I think they're going to play it safe. Oh, or are they considering to go to boss? Well, they've hung around way too long, so I think they're just going to be going ahead and working on grabbing some camps and setting up for a potential curse phase in their favor. What's up, Nub Nub? How you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. So camp will be grabbed here in the right side of our map to press into bottom lane. This is going to be a boss, which is hitting pretty hard. 700 in auto right there into this fort. And you can actually see right here as it's just shredding on into that, and it's going to be able to take that one down right there. But Tribute spawning, oh, this is a split effort. They can't, yeah, they know that this is going to be theirs for free due to the fact that they can see the Thrall and Sylvanas in bottom lane. So they'll end up grabbing this camp for mid lane. They're going to back off and reset as Muradin jumps over the wall, going to be all by themselves. The toss goes out. It actually just gives them some time here as that's going to be the tongue drag in, or excuse me, the brush talk in from Philippic. They got the contagion onto a couple members, but that's going to be the concussion mine from Junkrat splitting them up a little bit. Jaina did finish out the Frostbite baseline ability, so she does have that ice block for themselves. And then the bottom lane fort did go down. Siege Giants actually will be pushing out into the lane, and Sylvanas will be able to kill the boss before it actually ends up stepping up to the keep front gate. And now we have another tribute spawning on the bottom right of our map. 21's up, 16 to 11 in kills. Whew. Can the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx close it out, or will we be going to a game number 3? Steel Trap going to be thrown out right there. No Chattering Teeth, so it's not going to be aggroing towards the enemies, so they're actually just going to eat that root immediately. Garrosh going to get hit with a little bit here. Was it worth it? They get hit with a bit of damage. Riptire coming out from the Junkrat. Break It Down was used by the Lucio a little early, but it is a 30-second cooldown. Light Bomb coming out from the Murden. They're going to dive into the backline. That Light Bomb combo is going to get so much value as they find one kill into Sylvanas. That's going to be the Ring of Frost out from the Jaina as well. Contagion went to a couple members. That's going to be the Thrall in a bad position as Jaina goes down as well. The Break It Down was so early. That sound barrier was way too early, and once that happened, they were like, cool, Light Bomb, Murden, jump in, and we close this out and potentially go to a game 3, because that is 5 members down for the next 40 to 50 seconds, and they rotate through mid, they take keep, and they end game. You can't explain the spitty slurpy. What? I think if Phoenix Rising Onyx gets tribute and curse, that's their game. About that. About that. The Murden Light Bomb combo was too much, and the core is falling slowly but surely. There's no one that will be able to respond in time for this. It's not going to happen. We're going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. As our weeks have, as we do this for the 2nd week in a row, our 3 best of 3s, game 2, or I guess our 3rd best of 3 goes to a game 3. I can't talk. Whew. Gorilla Dude, thank you for joining the Discord. Okay. Show talents. It's the Curse of Bahamut? No. What's up, Papa? What's up? Duo. Left screen. All right. Whew. Okay. All right. I think we've looked at that long enough. Let's go ahead and pull it back here and find out what we get for our next game. I think these teams have been managing all the stuff, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and chat with all of you. Leave Whisper, leave Whisper. I just need to stay with those two. But it's been, so far, a really fun night of games. We'll definitely be doing this again next week, probably. As I said, we have another bark box to raffle off. It's a super chewer, so it's for those dogs that just chew through everything. But it still is just, it's a cool little box to raffle off. We'll do that again next week. We'll probably pick up 3 best of 3s again. sOaK versus Phoenix, game 3, baby. Oh! Yes! Heck yes! Sorry, I know what map we're going to, and it's just always exciting. High quality stream, love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Synthetic Boy, how are you doing this evening? Thank you for coming by. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. All right, so really quickly, so while we get these teams in here, I'll go ahead and just note the stuff that's happening for the stream. So it is Tuesday. We have 2 more days of streams. Typically, we stream Monday through Thursday, and we do a lot of casting, usually for different leagues. So this week, we're only doing NGS. Next week, I will be casting Monday, Tuesday on my channel, and Thursday on my channel. Monday, Tuesday will be NGS. Thursday is going to be S Division, and then Wednesday is going to be a special surprise. So for this week, tomorrow and Thursday, we have got, holy crap, Mystic, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone from Mystic's stream. If anyone can shout out Mystic in chat, that'd be much appreciated. But tomorrow night, we're going to be starting at, I can't read because I write too small. I think we start at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And we have a 6 o'clock game and a 7:30 PST game. So obviously the best way to know when we go live is either to follow here. You can join the Discord. I don't use everyone. I don't use here. You can also follow me on Twitter. That's a good way to know when I go live, or even what my schedule will be, because I typically post on Twitter in the morning what games I'm casting, and then I usually post inside the Discord in the channel that says please don't mute, which obviously I don't use everyone. I don't use here, so it's just a channel with Twitter posts as well as the posting of the stream channel when we do go live. Synthetic Boy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I smell a game 3? You do smell a game 3. Thank you. Yeah. It's pretty much morning in EU. It's a great day to start so far. Well, I'm glad I can bring you the energy for your day. Let's get them a Twitch link, and let's go ahead and get into our game. I'm ready for this. I hope they are. I know it's late for East Coasters, and it's like 8 a.m. if you're in the UK. No. It's 5 a.m. if you're in the UK, I think, right? Because it's 8 hours from me, and it's 9 o'clock for me right now. Caster math. Do they even play Braxis? I don't know. I'm just ready for these games. I'm excited for this one. This is going to be a good one. But yeah, obviously, the other thing to note is that we are currently working towards that Twitch partner. So the big thing is going to be keeping our average viewership above 75. And so just lurking, hanging out, chatting, whatever, just being here really, really helps out. So I just want to thank you all for being here, for supporting. And let's go ahead and get into game number 3 in just a second. Wipeout, does anyone? It's never late for HOTS. Oh, wait. Oh, does anyone play Braxis? Yeah. I don't know. Let's go ahead and find out what we get here. Let's get into game number 3. Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series, my friends. We are here with our Division B West matchup. We've got sOaK eVeRy LaNe on the left-hand side, and we've got Phoenix Rising Onyx on the right. And as chat already figured out, we are going to be here on Braxis Holdout. Let's go ahead and find out how we got here, because it's been a slew of maps thus far. The home team this evening is going to be Storm League Crusaders, sOaK eVeRy LaNe. And it's so late, I'm not even thinking of the right team names. They opted for first pick priority in game number 1 as they won the coin flip, banning out Tomb of Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines. Dragonshire and Alterac Pass were banned out by the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. We had Volskaya Foundry chosen by them for game number 1, and that was won by them. They opted for first pick priority on the side of... Oh my god. Thank you so much, Mystic, for gifting a sub to Ninja. Thank you so much. Cursed Hollow was chosen by the Cursed Hollow was chosen by the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx as they opted for first pick priority on the side of Storm League. Oh my god, I keep saying that. sOaK eVeRy LaNe. That map was won by the members of sOaK eVeRy LaNe, and they opted for first pick on the side of Phoenix Rising Onyx, meaning map choice goes over to the side of sOaK every lane, and they're gonna go ahead and pick up Brax's holdout. I'm sorry, everyone, but we're into the draft right now. God, I don't know why. Like, I wrote SEL, and I kept wanting to say Storm League Crusaders, and that's not even close. It's actually SLC. Anyways, we have Lunara, Stukov on the left, Rexar and Jaina on the right, or Vala on the right. We do have an ETC Junkrat for the left-hand side, so displacement and point control is going to be the name of the game from them. We have Joanna, Jaina, and Anna going to be picked up here on the right-hand side, so going to be having that Anna boost and potential burst coming out from the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. Whew. Keep the Lunara bands up? Yeah, they keep the Lunara bands up, that's for sure. Doing my part. Thank you so much, Bob. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That little Bob Ross at the end is just perfect. Someone pick Urel, please. We actually did see a really good Urel game in game number 1. We had a really strong Urel game from Undead, so we'll see if that will be what they choose again here, or if we get into something different. But Maiev and Decker Kane to be banned out. ETC Junkrat, so we have a lot of displacement. A Greymane wouldn't be bad here, just to capitalize on anyone who gets mispositioned or deep, who gets thrown around. Ignasty, I think it is. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for the support. They also need support as well. Oh, okay, so they're gonna go Kael'thas Lucio here. I'm not too opposed to this. Kael'thas has some decent wave clear. You've got a little bit of that chain bomb value. The displacement from Junkrat might be a little anti-synergistic, but we'll see how the game does progress. Now, Joanna, Jaina, Anna. We could be looking at a Raynor here, and then and I was gonna say maybe a Rel for solo lane, but it's actually gonna be Kerrigan and Sonya. Not what I was expecting for this game on Brax's holdout from the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. Not whatever. Yes, yeah. War has me exactly right. Baja, take a breath. No, we don't stop. We never stop. Dead air is not something we want. Why don't they pick Ariel Deathwing? It's not even banned prohibited? No, they're all up and available. There are no heroic bans at the time, only talent and skin bans. So the reasoning why they're not picking up Ariel might be the fact that they don't have an Ariel player. They might have an agreement between the players. I'm not sure. Pyroblast RNG? Maybe. Whew. I don't know, the variant at the end is interesting to me. I like it though. Like, I like both the drafts. I think they're really, really entertaining. This is gonna be a good one. This is definitely going to be a good one. It's guys versus girls. I didn't notice till just now. I don't know if they were trying to go thematic with it, Captain Wedge, but thank you for pointing that out because that is absolutely perfect. Mal'Ganis talent band. Mal'Ganis has a talent band, yeah. It's the level 1. I can't remember what it is. It's one of the necrotic embrace talents. I think it is like winged something.
We're about to begin.
I can't remember, but either way, we're here. Game 3, map 3, our literal 9th map of the night. Let's get into the game. On the left-hand side, we got the members of sOaK every lane. We got Philippic going to be on the Varian. We're going to be seeing Duble's going to be on the Lucio. Sturgis is going to be on that Kael'thas. Kid on the ETC and Dam on the Junkrat. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. We're going to be seeing Undead on the Sonya. In the bottom lane, we're going to have Goku on the Kerrigan. Noble's going to be on the Joanna. Kumara's going to be on the Jaina. And Sailor Twift going to be on the Anna. Let's go ahead and check out our level 1 as we have a High King's Quest. Twin Blades Varian. Let's go, boys. Right? Winged Guard. Thank you. Yes. That's a band talent in NGS. The fun part is when we start to jump around to different leagues, like for example, next Thursday, I'll be casting S Division for Heroes Lounge, which has a different rule set and map pool. Actually, the easiest way to note it for that one is instead of having Braxis hold out, they have Garden of Terror. That's the only really difference between the two map pools between these two leagues. Unless they change things for S Division Season 2, I have to read the rules, but I'll do that next week. That's future Bahamut's problem. Right now, we have to find out if Varian's gonna go into Twin Blades. That I think is the most pressing thing in this game right now, as we actually have a bit of a brawl breaking out in bottom lane. This is going to be the Joanna trying to meander their way back towards their friendly gate. Kael'thas also going to be trying to put out a little bit of pressure. Now this is going to also be a mana addict for the Kael'thas. They're going to be picking up the 20 regeneration globes to get the baseline quest done on that. It is an uncapped quest, meaning they will be able to get that 15 extra mana even beyond when they have the 20 stacks. So typically you see some Kael'thas's end on a map like this in the 30 to 40, maybe even 50 range of stacks. And I mean, with the globe respawner right here, and also with the potential of 2 from the waves, if you can zone the enemy team back and it converts to a different color, and then you get that pickup, blah, 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 you can potentially get 3. So there's a lot of opportunities to be able to grab a lot of regeneration globes for said Kael'thas. But right now, we have our beacon phase opening up, and this will be so far held over in favor for the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx. They're trying to work their way onto this. That will be 16%, 20, actually still rising in their favor. They got 22%. Stopped right there as Goku dives in, gets a massive combo out onto a couple players, but they are really far away from the friendly team, as that's going to be a wonderful concussion mine. The healing darts from Sailor Twift have been so on point. Unfortunately, they won't be enough to keep them alive. Power slide from the ETC as Sir Noble's in a bit of a rough spot. Kamara's just working on getting that baseline quest done, as they're only sitting at 1,000 stacks right there. And now, top lane pressure once again. Level 4, it's coming through. Varian, what are you doing? He did it. He done did it, team. Twin Blades Varian. And now you see exactly he's just gonna start stepping up into the Sonya. But actually, I gotta say, I love this draft. Like, I love this matchup, to be honest. The swords versus swords. That's all it is. They're just gonna smack each other in the face. Maybe they can go on a date afterwards or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he still wants to be with Sylvanas. I can't tell. We do have Siege Camp on the left-hand side going to be grabbed by the members of sOaK eVeRy lane. Phoenix Rising Onyx is going to be going ahead and grabbing their own Siege Camp from the Kerrigan. Really good camp timings coming out from both sides, but without the Kerrigan down here, they need to play this a little bit safe. Looks like she might try and rotate into top. No, she's just still on the camp. I was watching where her cursor's pointing, and I was thinking maybe she might try and rotate to try and gank in top lane, but not the case. Kick Garden, keep Alterac. Kick Sky and add Hanamura. I would actually love to cast some Hanamura games. There's a lot of maps that I don't get to cast, and obviously, like, you know, like, I don't care about Warhead Junction, but Blackheart's Bay is something that I just enjoy casting it in general, just because I never get to see it. But this is going to be a Condemn coming in from Sir Noble. There's a little bit of damage coming out from the Jaina as well. Great concussion mine just to displace everything. Goku gonna try and step up, gets a combo onto Sturgis, who's trying to make their way back out of here. Power slide from the ETC to try and zone some members back, but they need to kind of walk around this back alley just to get into the friendly side of this engagement once again. Sleep Dart coming out, not connecting. Sir Noble taking a lot of damage here, does need to cycle back out. Looking back into the top lane really quickly. Undead and Flibic are literally playing over the... Oh, if she had Leap, of course, the moment I go into top lane, if she had Leap, she actually would have gotten that kill. Just saying, you know? Leap value. You can just Goomba Stomp the Varian in top lane, but now we are going to be having bottom lane still being managed here, but it looks like they're trying to invade onto the camp, or at least chase them out. Doubles is going to be rotating to top lane. They should have called that out to Undead, and I think they know that's happening. While the healer will be in top lane, they know that this is going to be a 3v3 for now, but Jaina's going to come down here and change that up. We also do have Chattering Teeth picked up by the Junkrat at level 4. Sevens have rolled in as well, so they can go into the Sticky Wicket. We'll see what they grab here in just a second as those talents are coming through. They do interrupt this. It's 18 to 36 when it comes to our beacon progress. Actually going to be going into the Dirty Trickster at level 7. That's why you're going to see that little smile underneath them. That is a visual indicator for both teams. So both teams will actually have vision of that. There's the Dirty Trickster being triggered as they were above, or they got stunned by the Joanna. I think it also, when they fall below 50% health, yeah. And it's only a 12-second cooldown, so whenever you see that popped up again, as you can already see it's back up, it means that it's back up, and so they have that zoning potential and value coming in favor for them. Also, I like what Goku's doing here, just trying to bait this entire trap towards the minion wave, because it will trigger on a minion, so you can kind of pull that down there with the Chattering Teeth. Takes a little bit more time, but still allows you to not have to deal with that too much, as Sonya will be picked off to the Varian in the top lane. We missed that one right there as the epic battle continues and rages on throughout bottom, but now channel coming through in favor for the members of sOaK eVeRy lane. Philippic is just Twin Blades Varian, smacking with them blades, just trying to win it. Team, I swear I didn't know Nightbot was going to be here. Buttspot's the best. Or not Buttspot, Hero Sharebot's the best. Will this be solo boss Varian? We'll find out. I think it will be. They only need, what, typically they need 16 talent here, don't they? To be able to, because they need the Banner of Ironforge to be able to get the extra armor so they can tank damage, or do they only need to go up to 13? Or is it only up to 7 so that they have the second wind? Either way, Kerrigan can get a massive pull in right there. Kael'thas to go down. Goku in a bit of a rough spot. Needs to cycle out around. Zergwave in top lane is still pressing in as Sonya's trying to make some work happen with that one. We can look at some of the other numbers right now. Sir Noble needs to back out, but that's an easy fort in bottom lane. They're going to also find Sailor Twift. Concussion Mine forces them back once again. They're going to try and take the long road out of here, not making the Concussion Mine, or excuse me, the Sleep Dart connect onto them. They end up finding the Lucio and the ETC. Joanna, oh my god, these Junkrat able to find the kill onto the Ana right there. And this back and forth in top lane still rages on. What do we get for our 10 talent tiers, though, coming out from both sides? ETC, Mosh Pit, Riptide from Junkrat. Varian probably went to... It's not Shield Wall, is it? I think it's Shield Wall at 10 for them. We'll find out in a second. We'll be able to look at the actual talent itself. Phoenix for the Kael'thas, so no Pyroblast, as I know there was someone in chat looking forward to that potentially. Full sleep build, Spicy. Ana's just trying to put everyone to, you know, sometimes you need a nap in the Nexus. Sometimes you just need to take a nap. What is our Varian sitting at with his hiking quest? Regeneration globes. So they only need 2 more of those, and they need 4 more takedowns. They did have that first one onto the Sonya not too long ago, but let's see here. Top lane pressure coming in. Ooh, they have they got the friendly members coming across the map, but it looks like actually they're going to cycle back a couple members down, as this is going to be a potential for them to maybe make a play happen here. Sleep Dart doesn't connect. Sonya and Kerrigan in top lane for the clear. Phoenix comes out as well, so they're just going to zone them back and also deal a little bit of damage to the towers itself. Sturgis throws a bit extra on top of that just while they have the opportunity, and now Sonya without leap. I just want to point that out. They didn't go into leap. It's just Wrath of Berserker. Oof. No, it's Wrath of Berserker will be into a Varian with Twin Blades. Maybe a little bit more of a smarter choice, but Shield Wall actually will be that 10 talent tier for the Varian, allowing them to have that protection status. Power Slide from the ETC, looking for a Mosh Pit maybe. Concussion Mine going to be throwing back 2 members. Kerrigan in a bit of a rough spot, and she's going to try and dive to 1. Doesn't end up happening. Doesn't use the Ultralisk, but that's another kill for Varian, meaning that their High King's quest is going to be progressing a little bit further with 2 out of the 5 takedowns necessary. I need to nap IRL, but this match is so good. Well, Wedge, this is our last match of our final best of 3, so if you were going to take a nap, after this game would definitely be the best time. But we are going to be approaching 13 talent tier for the members of sOaK every lane. Members of Phoenix Rising Onyx are going to be able to just force this back a little bit. Not going to play this top lane too aggressive. Varian does find the Sonya kill in bottom lane. I was looking at Sonya, I was like, man, she's just standing still. Oh, wait. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a rough go for them as this Varian is starting to win throughout bottom lane. Kid is going to grab a Mega Mosh Pit, going to get interrupted. Riptide coming out as well. Doesn't find a kill, but still going to be weakening them out a little bit. That's also going to be a Nano Boost onto Jaina. Not able to find the damage that they're looking for with that. Actually, it should conclude just as they're starting to re-engage onto this rip. That is going to be a Ring of Frost coming out. The Ana gets picked off as well right behind them, and that's going to be a 2 for none, as it looks like the members of Phoenix Rising Onyx are looking a little bit staggered right now, as they do find another kill onto this Joanna, as Goku is going to be able to hearth back. Charge going out in favor for the members of sOaK every lane as well. This next Zerg wave will be coming in through top lane. They've already opened this lane up quite a bit for themselves, and now they say, we got a Varian, we got the rest of the team, you got 3 dead, let's go ahead and grab a boss, and this should be going into top lane. But we'll see. This boss is, this Archangel decides whatever it wants to do. So this is actually going to be a massive top lane push in. You're going to have Zerg wave plus boss. Now boss is going to be a little bit behind the Zerg wave. Let's really quickly look. Banelings do 366 damage when they explode. That's a lot of damage coming out from those Banelings, and you're going to see them crash right into this fort right there, and this is easily a fort given over. But now, can the members of sOaK every lane push in beyond the keep front gate for this top lane? Tornado, how's it going, bud? Windblades is tilting them? It kind of seems like that a little bit. I don't know if it's the tilt or if it's just, you know, how late it is a little bit for some of these players, because some of them are on the East Coast, which means it's 12:30 at night, and well, it is a school night. Junkrat's going to have the Mayhem go off, and that's going to be Joanna stepping way too far forward onto that one. Undead is trying to do their best to spin to win through this. That's going to be the Riptire out from the Junkrat as well. Currently going to try and spear onto one, but I don't think they can win through that, live through that one. Ring of Frost goes out and connects, but there's going to be a break it down to buy some extra time. Power Slide from the ETC. This Jaina finds themselves in a bit of a rough spot as they dump some snow behind them, and they end up getting picked off by the Junkrat. And now Varian finishing the High King's quest. They rotate over to this core as the boss and 50% of the Zerg wave still there. Mosh Pit, the solo dance onto the Ana just to change the KDA up a little bit, and this is going to be core falling, and the members of sOaK eVeRy LaNe taking game number 3. They take our series 2-1. GG, well played.